Today will be also the museum day, but comparing to yesterday, I'll do it a bit earlier, so today's morning exercise will be done in time. At 7 a.m. So let's start. Today is the first day of the spring, but actually it's -19 now. So the coldest period of the year is going on and on, but it's actually good. It's actually normal, yeah, for winter to last till the end of the March. Yeah, good. And the snow is still white. So pretty, especially on the sunset. Yeah. And I see that no birds are on the pond this hour. Absolutely no one. Maybe they are sleeping. Who knows? Because it is 7 a.m. Yeah, it's actually or not, because I remember that in October, in November, they were here at 7 a.m. at these early hours. Strange. Maybe the other birds were here. Who knows? It is -13 and 7:45, and it means that it's really not 14, -17, yeah, because this thermometer is a bit broken. So it means it is -17 now, not -19, and the sun is going to rise. Splendid, and the streets are still empty. Just how I like it, and actually in March it's bright. It's bright when I'm doing my morning exercise compared to January and early February. Great. The spring is coming. In the April it will be sunny this hour. Yeah, undoubtedly. So it left to take shower and to eat breakfast, and I can start my trip, and I can finally start my trip. The day is going to be sunny, and I definitely like it. The breakfast is everything that needed after the shower. Yeah, I mean, not the breakfast the lunch. Yeah, it would be the lunch instead of the breakfast. So I'm eating my food and start my trip finally, because I see that the sun, I see the sun on the wall of the building, and it means that I have to hurry up a bit. So, time to meet this year's first this spring's first sunrise. And it's still -15 or something like that. Great, definitely. But the air is so fresh today, Yeah, it is going to be the perfect trip, the perfect one. There is actually a cloud on the horizon, so the first spring sunset will not be so sunny, unfortunately. But it's still good. It's still pleasant around. I've reached the first checkpoint, so it's time to step on the ice for the first time. Yeah, it actually would be two ways on the ice, because it's not so convenient to go right to the city center using it. No, it is possible, but the way would be much longer. And actually I am late now, so I have to hurry up. There would be the line, but still, there is a chance that it would be not so long. Yeah, if I hurry up, if I increase my pace right now. I have a feeling that it is even colder than it was yesterday and the day before. I don't know, maybe because it is early morning now. Not the early morning, it's 9 o'clock, but still. It feels so fresh, yeah. So fresh and cold. You know what I found? There is a hole in the tube, and the warm water is dropping. Yeah, dropping in the river, and there is a well. There is a well inside under the bridge. So funny, actually. Yeah, definitely. But I'm moving ahead. Yeah. Perfect. So the first checkpoint reached. The first checkpoint reached. Great. Maybe I can make it the first stop here. But actually, no. Actually, I'm moving ahead, but not using the river. Using the land, because yeah, I want my way to be as fast as possible. As fast as possible. But there also will be the way on the river ahead. After the road, because it is really much more convenient to use the road here. Whoa. Beautiful, yeah. The city on the sunset is splendid. On the winter sunset, on the spring sunset, yeah, the first day of the spring. Minus 15 degrees and the first day of the spring. Great. And the fireman money queen is still looking at the city, just like it always do. So the second checkpoint reached, and I can step on the ice again. Yeah, I can step on the ice again, finally. Great, but it's extremely cold. The photo camera is not going to turn on as I checked, unfortunately. So it would be possible to make photos only inside the museum. But it's not that bad, it's not that bad. Yeah. Strangely, there are a lot of vehicles moving around, but the air is still fresh. There is no wind, but I don't know. Yeah, the power of the winter, the power of the frozen winter. Great. And the last track left, yeah, the last track left. Great. Yeah, it's so picturesque today, because of the ice and of the sun. And also the rivers are empty. They were not that crowded, but I saw people here and there the day before yesterday, the last days, but today it's surprisingly empty. Strange, but good. Yeah. Perfect view, definitely. especially on the sunshine, yeah. It would be great to spend here maybe 10 minutes or 25 minutes or 15 minutes right here, if there were a bench or something like that. But no. Today is the indoor day, yeah, indoor day. Maybe on the way back home, yeah. Why not? But not now. So, I have finally come, and what can I see? I see the end of the line near the gates, and it means that it left approximately 1.5 hours till I will be able to enter the museum, or no, or maybe it is not the end of the line. Maybe it's just the people. It's just a group of people crowding because there is no line on the left. Strange, yeah, definitely. So, but it's not that bad compared to January, when the line started somewhere right here. It's actually good. So maybe I can just walk around. No, I think I'll do it afterwards. Yeah, afterwards. For now, I think the best plan is to just enter the museum and find the coziest bench inside it. Yeah, definitely. There is no line. There's absolutely no line inside. Why? Strange, because there was a line, and there's always a line. Strange. There was a line in January and in February, right after the opening. Maybe, I don't know, maybe just because I came half an hour after the opening hour. Maybe. So let's come in and check. Is it really a free day? Because it should be. It should be a free day today. I don't know why is it happening, but there is nobody here. It's half empty. There is nobody near the cashier. There is nobody near the entrance. Strange, but good actually. The empty museum is better than the overcrowded one. So, let's change the clothes and come in. The temporary exhibition is finished, and it means that I am able to see the original condition of the stairs. Yeah, just like it should look, just like it always looked like. Good, definitely it is. And I'm moving ahead, and actually the rooms, the next 2 or 3 rooms that were wherever the exhibition placed also should look like it was before the exhibition. Unfortunately, this room's closed. Yeah, maybe the exhibition is demolished right now. Yeah, that should be the reason. So I will be able to see it only the next month. But it's not that bad. So let's find the bench. I'm not going to move around, or maybe I will, to move around, to walk around the palace just like I've done before, just like I've done at the previous time. But, or maybe I will, I don't know yet. And this will be my first stop. Yeah, this will be my first stop inside the golden room, inside the giant golden room. Yeah, perfect place to spend the next hour here. Definitely it is. Time to change the location. Yeah, this place is becoming more and more overcrowded. More and more. So I think I'll change another room. Another room that would also be overcrowded. It's strange because I don't see any people on the entrance. But the museum is full of people. Strange. This place will be my next stop. Why not? Why not? It's empty and quiet here. Just as I wanted, and the view is perfect actually. The view is great. Yeah. Time to change the location. Yeah, to change the location, but unfortunately there are no benches in this hall, unfortunately. So I'm moving ahead. I'm moving ahead to find a new one. And actually it is sunny today. And yeah, almost all the windows are closed because of it. Almost windows are closed because of it, but it's not a problem actually. It is an extreme luxury to have the pillow for legs. Yeah, it is the pillow for legs, literally. This place actually looks much better on the sunny weather, much better. I mean, and for some reason it's crowded, but not everywhere. Not everywhere. Strange. And I almost reached the next spot. I mean, this room. Yeah. On the sunny weather, it's extremely good. It looks extremely good. All this gold on the interior, and the bird. Yeah. And the bird, it is possible, it's even shining on the sunshine. Great. Definitely. But unfortunately there are only two benches here. And I'll choose one of them. Yeah. Welcome to the city of sunshine. Definitely. Yeah, this place looks special, really, on the sun. Definitely. And it's said that it's impossible to sit on one of these chairs. set, but there's nothing I can do here. There's nothing I can do here. Here it is, here it is. So, I think this place worth to be my stop for a longer period. For example, for an hour. Yeah, for an hour. An hour here will be a perfect task to do. Splendid, yeah, splendid. And so I'm moving ahead to the next stop, Actually, there, it is becoming more and more crowded, hour by hour, as I can notice. Strange, yeah, definitely. But it's not my problem. It's not my problem. So it only left to come to the next bench, and to spend the next hour sitting and reading something. Here is the place that I'm talking about, my next stop. So to the left to choose one of these benches, one of these. Probably the first one will be my first stop. First, maybe I'll change it later, or maybe not. Who knows? So to the left to sit and to relax, and to keep on relaxing here. It is probably time to change the location, yeah. I mean, not the bench. I mean to change the building, to go to the neighbor museum. To go to the neighbor museum because the best art and the best pictures are stored in it nowadays. Why not? Because I've spent here half of the day. I'm not going to walk around it just like I've done the last time, just because I want to sit and relax, yeah. This place needs the bench, definitely, but unfortunately there is no benches. I mean, there is chairs, yeah, but there are also exhibits, so it's prohibited to sit on them. Sad but true, sad but true. Yeah, but these pictures are not the best in this giant art gallery. The best one, as I said before, in the Neva Museum. In the Neva Museum, this place is worth visiting only for the interiors, for the most part, for the interiors. The art, the pictures, the paintings are also good, but comparing to the interiors, they are plain. Yeah, the interiors is the main exhibit here, from my point of view. It is actually rare to see this room without any lights turned on because of the sunny day. So this place is worth to be my next stop. Maybe it would be my last stop in this museum today. And I want to sit on the sunshine. Right here, yeah. Right here will be my next stop. In front of this statue. In front of this strange statue. Yeah, this place is great. It was definitely a good idea, yeah, to spend half an hour here, definitely a great idea. But for now, yeah, for now it's time to go, because actually I spent more than half of the day here, and I want to see the real art, from my point of view. It is more modern, and I prefer that style instead of this one. So let's find an exit. Without the exhibition, this place looks so empty actually, this corridor hallway. I even forgot how cold it is today. Yeah, extremely cold. Extremely cold. So I'm going to hurry up and enter the next museum. But the sun is shining like it is the spring. Yeah, that is like it is really the spring, not the winter. Great, and it's even warm. It's even warm here. Perfect. Undoubtedly. Perfect. And this place looks not so empty, just like the main building. Strange, strange. So let's change the clothes. Let's change the clothes and come in. So let's choose the bench and the room to spend time in. And what can I say? This place is surprisingly quiet. I mean, it's also quiet, but now I don't know. It's strange because the Friday is supposed to be the most crowded day of the year, but of the month. But unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, yeah, fortunately, it's so free today. Almost nobody is here. According to the project, as I can notice, the trees supposed to be in these holes here, yeah, but it's empty, and even inside for some reason. Strange, strange. But actually it looks just like it should be, just like it should be. The stairs, then the second room, this room, yeah, and the free and another 3 rooms, but without the trees. Yeah, there are no trees actually. Strange. Maybe there is not enough light for them. Probably that's the reason. Yeah, that there is no light for them. Who knows? But actually here and there supposed to be, from my point of view, supposed to be pictures, paintings and something like that. But the walls are empty. The walls are empty and ready to for the new collections. Probably something for the new collections here. The empty white rooms. The white empty rooms. Great. It looks so stylish and so modern compared to the main building. All the sculptures here is actually the modern art from 1990s and 2000s. That's what I'm talking about. This place was made for the modern art collection, as I can notice, especially for the modern art. here that I'm talking about. The new paintings appeared here in this hall. It was actually empty back then, but now it's possible to see the paintings, and they looks awesome in this kind of interior. Awesome, yeah. This place will look different, maybe since 5 years or since 10 years. So it's time to move to the exhibitions. Yeah, to the exhibitions. Because there's actually nothing interesting in this giant hallway. The modern art, no, it looks modern, but actually I came here to sit on the bench and to look at the modern art. And I'll do it. This museum consists of the long, empty hallways. So long and so empty. Interesting actually. Here is the fan made of glass. No, it's actually not a fan, it's just a mirror with the fan style. Looks like a fan. So, time to move to the art gallery, the pictures, to see the paintings. Feel the charm of the modern art. And once again, the empty, long hallway. Strange. This museum feels so empty. I don't know. It feels like I'm the only one walking around it. But it's actually not. It's actually not true. So let's move ahead. This is the stairs. I don't know if it's the main stairs. It's the main stairs between the exhibitions. So there should be 2 exhibitions on the 3rd and the 4th floor. Probably. With the paintings. And they have to be somewhere ahead. Yeah, somewhere ahead. So empty. They're actually ahead, but on the 3rd floor, yeah. I'm on the 2nd one, and they're on the 3rd floor, actually. Interesting place. I like the emptiness, because I want to sit and just to look at the pictures and to read something, just like I've done in the interiors. And the 3rd floor is also empty. Here is that I'm talking about. The paintings, the best paintings from the main building, from the Winter Palace building, were moved here. So it's possible to just come here and just sit on one of these benches and just watch. I'll probably choose the other bench, but still. This room is also empty, but it's old styled. Pretty. Empty, I mean empty because there are no paintings and no people, no visitors. Definitely great. And the view, it's possible to see the river from the window that I was using as a road to come here. Funny. So, let's move ahead. Let's find the first place to stop. Yeah, let's finally do it. This place needs the bench, definitely. Somewhere right here. Yeah. Great. Probably I can make the first stop here, the first short stop in front of these pictures. 20 minutes will be enough because almost all the rooms here have the benches, so it is possible to change the places. Not so, to change the places a lot of times, yeah. So let's relax a bit and think where to go next. My second stop, yeah, the second 20 minutes. Strange choice, actually. What is even happening here? Yeah, something strange. I said that the best art is stored here, but it's not the best, it's just the modern art. I mean, starting from the 19th century. It became more complicated since then. So I'm moving ahead. Actually, all the exhibits in this room were made in the early 20th century or late 19th century, but were bought by the museum nowadays. In 2006, for example, this one. Interesting place. This place will be my next stop. Yeah. And next stop, right here. Looks more natural than the real photo. That's what I call the real art. That's what I call the real art. Yeah, the modern art is great. The modern art is definitely great. So, time to change the room. I decided to make 10 or 15 minute stops in all of them because there are so many great rooms here. So many good rooms here. So this place will be my next choice. I actually made the stop here the last month, right near these two pictures. Yeah, right in front of these two pictures. The next stop, yeah, the next stop. And here is the scenery. There were a portrait section, and here are the sceneries everywhere. Great. Yeah, this is what I call the real art. The real art. They are so valuable that almost all the paintings have the glass. In front of the painting, in front of the canvas. Splendid. And you know what is an advantage of this place compared to the main museum? It is empty. The best art, and it is empty. It's really possible to just sit everywhere, and there are a lot of benches compared to the main museum building. It's really possible just sit in every room, literally everywhere, and just to watch, just to look and relax. Perfect. Yeah. Maybe because the Winter Palace is the famous museum and this one is not so famous because it is modern. But the best art migrated here, strangely. The best art migrated here, so it's possible to just look at it when it is still empty and unknown. But unfortunately the most early 20th century art looks bad. Yeah, it's not just bad, it's awful compared to the 18th century, compared to the late 19th century and something like that. Yeah, I'm not talking about the Impressionist art because it is not even an art from my point of view, but still the tendency was for the simplification of the art. Strangely, even the portraits, I mean, compared to the portraits from the previous rooms where I spent time, yeah, this looks like it was painted by the child. Yeah, by the child, but not like the real art worth to be placed in the museum. Not even going to stop here, yeah. The ultimate autism. The degradation of the art. Yeah. I don't know why is it in the museum. Because, well, if it were painted by the dolphin or the child, yeah, it could be considered as an art. But for an adult art, no. In my opinion, actually. So, I'm ready to go to the exit because it's enough impression for today. So, it is finally time to come back home. Yeah, to come back home and to spend this evening watching something, or I don't know, doing something because I'm sort of tired. Not tired, over relaxed. Yeah, relaxed too much because I was spent this day just sitting on the benches and looking at the walls and the paintings and the interiors. So I don't want to do anything active today. So let's just move back home and maybe eat something. Yeah, eat something sweet. The chips and cola could be the perfect ending of this day. I'll think about it actually. Look at this hole. Why did it appear? Strange, really strange. I can't believe that it was not made artificially. Perfect sunset will be today. And I'm moving back home using the same way, using the river. Perfect. Why not? Why not? Because it is really worth it. It is really worth it, and the ice will melt after 2 weeks probably because it's minus 15 now, or it was minus 15 actually when I came here. So I don't know, maybe it will not melt till the end of the March. Let's see. It's impossible to predict it now. So let's step on the ice. Splendid, yeah. The charm of the city's sunset in the early spring. The first March, shit, there's the first day of the spring. How could I forget about it? Great. The trip back home is going to be ultimately pleasant. Ultimately pleasant, I'm sure, for some reason. Feels like summer, for some reason, like summer evening. I don't know why. Maybe because the sun is hitting rather intensively. So intensive. Great. The spring is coming. The birds are singing and hanging around the river. Here are them, both of them. Cozy. The ice deepness, or how to describe it, looks like it's 20 centimeters or something like that. Yeah, it is so solid now. That's why I can't believe that these holes under the bridges are not artificial. It's just impossible for them to. It's just impossible for the holes to be in the ice this time of the year. From my point of view, what are they eating? The ground or the sand? What is it? Ah, you're afraid of me? Strange. It's just the sand. Just the sand. Great. The first checkpoint reached, yeah, the first one on the way back home, so I'm planning to use the same way as I've used before, not to try to come back home using only the rivers, because, well, I don't know, because I don't like this way actually. It's not so scenic like that one, but much longer, much longer. So I would better step on the ice on the river crossing, like I've done before. Perfect plan from my point of view. The evening rush hour is going to start, and I'm on the halfway on horses. I see the horses behind me. Why? It is so adorable to see white horses in winter, because it is an ordinary picture during the summer and the late spring, but in the winter to see the horses in the city center, so rare. Rare, maybe not so rare, but I don't know, they look so adorable. It was not true to say that I'm going to choose the same way, because it will be a bit different. I'll step on the ice a bit earlier. So the way would be longer, but not so much. Not so much right now. Yeah, and this ice is also empty. Just like it, I don't know. For some reason, it's not so popular among the citizens during the weekday, only on the weekend. Only on the weekend. It was definitely a good decision to choose this way, because yeah, it is extremely scenic and not so longer than the road one, than the way on the road. Yeah, especially this crane. Something is under construction ahead, and this turn to the left. Good, good. Adorable. So, I've reached the river crossing, and what can I say, that the sun is going to set. Yeah, the sun is finally going to set. Yeah, I've chosen the most beautiful time to come back home. It is definitely worth it to start the trip 1 hour earlier, because I could spend it in the museum looking at the paintings. But I decided to look at the evening city from the rivers. Why not? So I have finally reached the last turn, and it will be extremely sunny. Perfect, yeah, definitely perfect choice to spend this evening on the rivers, to spend this evening on the way back home, because this scenery is splendid. It is definitely worth it. I have finally reached the bridge with the sphinxes, and what can I say, that the ice is even deeper here. Yeah, maybe because the river is bigger. Probably, yeah, probably that's the reason. And I finally decided that day is 100% worth to be ended with the chips and cola. Yes, it's kinda late because it is the sunset, but still. Yeah, I can go to bed a bit later. Yeah, a bit later than always. It's not a problem. So the second checkpoint reached, and it means that I'm close to the shop. Yeah, to the shop. Or maybe I will visit. Maybe we'll make a stop at home to take the bag. Because for the chips and cola, yeah, before going to the shop. It is on the way actually, so it will be okay. So I finally decided to make a stop at home, because without a bag it would be kinda uncomfortable to go back home. I can't remember this word actually. Yeah, to come back home with the food. So the perfect choice, and the sun is still on the horizon. Great. Definitely. Ultimately pleasant day. Yeah, the spring started with the masterpiece day. I can't even, it's even hard to describe how good it is. To carry. I wanted to say to carry food. So moving ahead, and notice that the sun is sun will set after 10 minutes or maybe 5 minutes. Yeah. So great. The time passes so fast. The time passes so fast. Okay, the first one. Oh, no, it's not what I need. This is what I need. Yeah, this is what I need. But it's empty here. Another time. Yeah, maybe tomorrow or the day after. Okay, let's start. Let's start with the cola. And of course today's main dish. Yeah. And probably the ice cream. Yeah, the ice cream. I also need to buy the meat, but actually I'll do it maybe tomorrow. Yeah, another time, because I don't have a time to cut it and something like that. Yeah, put it in the fridge. It requires 1.5 hours for a 5 kilo of meat. What about the ice cream? Yeah, it's here. The cheap ice cream that I like. Great. Beautiful evening is waiting for me. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. It's so sad that the day is so short, because it is 6 o'clock. Yeah, and the day is going to end, but I can go to bed later today. It's not a problem. The first portion, yeah, I forgot that I wanted to turn off the light and to rotate the screen to be my light, yeah, to be the torch. So it's time to eat the first portion. It's time to eat the first portion. Great, definitely, it is going to be a pleasant masterpiece evening. So let's start. Time to make the dinner break, and you know what I noticed only now? That I've got a suntan. Yeah, I've got a little suntan after this day. Great. So it's time to eat the dinner, to make the dinner break, and to upload the video, because it's sort of late. It's actually 7:30, so it's time to do it. It's time to do it, and continue on watching and eating cola and eating chips with cola. Yeah, perfect day, definitely. The first day of the spring became the masterpiece.